as well. But yeah, we're almost there when it comes to time, so I hope that there will be more and others joining as well. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Will the it's at least for me 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we'll hope that there will be more joining as well. But I think we'll try to start up this. It's the 4th seminar in our series of 7 seminars when it comes to the thematic interest groups, which are the base and foundation that we are trying to create knowledge and content within the challenge hub of the STARS EU Alliance. And we have been in the prior seminars. We've been talking on the entrepreneurship, and we're talking on energy transition, etc. But this time, it was initially advertised that it should have been digital transition this time, but due to circumstances, we have made a switch. So the digital transition will be in May in the seminar instead. And thankfully for Filomena and the colleagues on the circular economy, this seminar today will be on the topic of circular economy as we do this instead this time. Yeah. For those who don't know me, my name is Gunnar Peterson. I work at University West in Sweden, and I'm a senior on internationalization and part of the steering committee for the STARS EU Alliance. And I will try to host and have some kind of chair for the session. Before we begin, those who are not familiar with the format of these seminars is that we have a quite it's very loose and informal setup. That the format is that the thematic interest group, which will hold the seminar, give some information on the background and what the participants are in the group, what kind of content they are working on in the group and which kind of activities, and also that they could reflect on the relevance of the TIG and the work and interaction with other TIGs, and not least that they what kind of actions, what kind of planning are going on, what kind of planned action and initiatives are planned for the future, both on internally within the group and together with others, how we could develop and expand the content and the actions that we are doing jointly together. And in the end, some thoughts and suggestions, some discussions where everybody's have the possibility to ask questions and to give thoughts on what has been said and what kind of things to do together. And as I said, it's not least the importance of how we could try to interact and how we could benefit that we are an alliance, that we work in several different groups and themes together. This is, as I said before, the 4th one, and we are recording these seminars so those who are not able to attend.
For example, what are the teachers, what is the teachers, what are the parents, what the student needs to be submit to the master and enroll.
Now let's see. There was some. Okay. Now I think I'm back again. As I said, the seminar is recorded, which to document what we are doing, and also that other students who is not possible to attend at this time could view afterwards. So if you're do not approve of being recorded, like your name, and it could be that you're displayed on screen sometimes, and if you have comments or things like that, it could be seen in the recording. If you're not approve of this, then you need to say this at this time, and to leave the session then instead, but because we are trying to document this as part of the work that we are doing in the Alliance. So I hope that everybody's fine with this now that you're aware of that we are doing this. By this, I would like to ask if there are any initial questions, anything that anybody has to put forward before I'll hand over the floor and the microphone to Filomena and the group working on circular economy. Is there any thoughts, any kind of question or remark before we do that? I can't see that there's anybody either in the chat or online in this Zoom meeting. Then, Filomena, the floor's yours. I'll mute myself, but I'll be here all the time if you have anything that you won't need me for. But otherwise, please go ahead and inform us about the circular economy TIG and what you're doing now.
Okay, thank you for the introduction. I am only going to check if the slides are okay. No. They are passing slides like this.
Yes.
Yes.
It is
okay.
working. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So, thank you very much for the invitation. I will give the main speech of this TIG, circular economy, that was formerly called sustainability, but later we have changed to circular economy to be more focused and to open also stage to other TIGs that were constituted after. So I will divide this presentation mainly with Elsa that will present a little more in detail one of our main activities carried out, that was the BIP, and to explain how we change from the past edition to this edition. So I will mainly tell the story about this BIP and about this TIG and the evolution that we have so far, the activities that we have carried out, and what we intended to do or would like to do in the future. So the main actors of this TIG start to be the Polytechnic Institute of Bragança, where I belong, the HSB from Bremen, and the Hans University of Applied Sciences later. And with great pleasure, we start to have the collaboration of the Krakow University of Technology. And in a third phase, we are expecting, since we have received this notification that University of West wants also to have an active part in this.
También yo me adapto, me acomodo. Día sí, día no lo tiene. Prácticamente, sí, sí. O sea, ayer no lo tuve, hoy lo tengo. Mañana
Please,
no lo tengo,
could others beside Filomena mute yourself?
Yes.
Gunnar, you are host, so you can mute if you see somebody speaking.
Mm-hmm. Okay, can I continue? So I will explain a little bit about the constitution of the groups that are participating in this TIG, and starting by the Polytechnic Institute of Bragança. Me and Elsa, we are leading this TIG together, and we have also the collaboration of other colleagues like Úrsula Barrón, Artur Gonçalves, Vasco Cadavez, and Paulo Brito. And we have expertise in several areas that this will be reflected, as Elsa later will tell you about in the BIP that we are organizing. So we have expertise in food technology, materials, let's say sustainable and bio-based materials, life cycle analysis, food safety and quality, bioenergy, and animal science. Going now to the group of Hans University, it is, let's say, led by Hagbert. It is being the most active person in this group, but he recently involved other colleagues, Peter, Margaret, and Beata, and they are more focused on issues related to economics, finance, and also legislation. And so we have here the main topics that they are contributing: circular economics, sustainable finance, degrowth economics, and EU initiatives and directives in circular bioeconomy. And then the HSP University, we have Anya. Both Anya and Egbert were not able to participate today, so they sent us some information concerning this interest and contribution in our TIG. And Anya is mainly interested in bioconversion of renewable raw materials and organic wastes and byproducts, microalgae biotechnology also, and aquaponic food production. So these are the three main topics that she's dealing with and contributing to our TIG. And then we have the Krakow University of Technology, that the person in charge of this group is Katarzyna. And also she involved the colleagues like Alexander Prociak and Maria Koranska, and they are mainly, their main expertise are sustainable materials, bio-based materials, and have also issues of sustainable innovation practices. Okay, I know that Katarzyna is with us. I don't know if she wants to say something more about KUT. Okay, so I will proceed. Later we can discuss it more deeper, and I will start to describe the activities that we have carried out in the last let's say 2021 and 2022, and the activities that we start to develop in 2023. So in 2022, our main activity was the organization of a BIP in circular bioeconomy. And during this BIP, we have online classes, and then we received the group of students, and we hosted the group of students and also Hania from Bremen at HiPB. And during the stay, they developed a project where the main challenge was help to valorize chestnut productive chain. Elsa will give more details about this part. Also, we started to think about after this first edition to scale up our BIP and extend it to other topics and to other institutions and to other professors, and we succeeded to do that. And now we have a new BIP that will start, I think, in April. And we have new models, a new structure, and new professors. And of course, Elsa will explain it better. For issues considering this BIP, you can contact Elsa, that for sure you know very well, that she's sending a lot of emails always concerning this BIP. Also, we started to make an inventory of the research interests of our partners. So this is ongoing activity, because we are always seeking for new partners and new interests. And so for the ones that want to join us, to join our TIG and our BIP, you can contact directly me and describe which are your main interests. We also have a form that we can send for you to fill concerning the activities that are developed in your institutions and the colleagues that can join us. I think that we already send this form, but we can send it again to reinforce this interest. Considering also past activities, we have the interest to get to know each other better, and nothing more than going to visit the universities of our partners. And so we have me, Elsa, Arthur and Vasco, we went to visit Bremen and Hans in Groningen. And then we received the visit of Hania that was done during the BIP physical mobility. So she comes with the students, but she has the opportunity to visit our facilities and to see our research activities, and so to deep better the connection between us. Based on that, we also would like to extend, and we have programmed an activity that is Star Weeks. And we already spoke with Kut, and we are interested on organizing what we call a Star Week, in this case, Circular Bioeconomy Week, that we are expect or will try to organize it during Krakow University. So this activity is not only to be happening in a closed way, let's say, with our partners that we know very well, but also to open these our results to other interested people or other interested colleagues and institutions in the results of our activities. And for future perspectives, one topic that we would like very much to implement in a short time, it will be what we call Star Talks, and that of course will be related with circular economy. And the idea is that each institution organize one Star Talk that can invite someone from their own staff, or invite someone from a company, or someone that can contribute in different ways and from different perspectives to this topic of circular bioeconomy. Also, we would like to extend our intervention to the co-supervision of masters and PhD thesis. So this will be very welcome if we can do that. To have, of course, and to work on joint R&D projects, including applying for funding, to reinforce or to the project development at BIP, because we start with a BIP with 1 week where they work more intensively on a project, but we would like to design or to see how we can increase teaching of project-based learning on this BIP. Also related to this, it would be very interesting if we can motivate based on the projects, on the ideas that students start to have or together to promote the constitution of student startups. And the last topic is to increase the link to stakeholders. And in this topic, Egbert proposed the idea to connect with this Enterprise Europe network, since he has contacts there, but this is also an ongoing activity, and we will see if we are able to implement it. And so thank you very much. This is an overview of what we have done and what we would like to do in the near future. I will now stop my presentation, and I invite Elsa to continue with the description of the BIP.
Hello, everybody. Thanks, Filomena, for the presentation of our TIG. And so it's with great pleasure that you are seeing my screen already.
Yes,
Yes, we see.
Perfect. So I'm going to show you what we have done in our previous BIP from the last year, and now what we have improved. So last year, we have a BIP in a circular bioeconomy, and three partners were responsible for this BIP. It was IPB, the Hans University, and the Bremen University Applied Sciences. And we have a total of 22 students. And the BIP, as it is normal, we have the online part. We have only started on April because of Bremen University. They work not in semesters, but in trimesters. So our BIP is a more condensated one. So it was from April to almost end of May. Then the students came here to Portugal, as Filomena told you, and then they have almost 3 weeks working in the project that Filomena also presented about the chestnut shale. Regarding the models, we had 6 models. It was the circular economics from Hans, the degrowth economics, the bioeconomy from Bremen with Professor Anja, biotechnology in bioeconomy. And then we have 2 from IPB, the quality, innovation, and data analytics in food businesses, and also life cycle analysis, and another topic from Bremen about bioenergy. The students, the first 5 were compulsory. The last 2, they could choose which one they want to attend. Now we have increased, and we are very, very glad. In 2023, so now in this elective year, we are going to have the participation also of Krakow University of Technology, that we want already to thank their participation. And we don't know how many students we are going to have, because they are still doing the register. So please feel free to contact me if you feel that this topic is of interest to your students. They can still do the registration until 20th of April. And why? Because our models will start in 27th of April, And this will be the welcome session where me, Filomena, and the other colleagues will present the BIP, how it is going to work. Then the students have 4 compulsory modules. Normally the modules are ministered on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then we have some elective modules until the 1st of June. This is the online sessions. Then we are planning the physical mobility. They will come to Portugal from the 5th of June until 9th of June. And then they have to finish their project. They have 2 weeks, and in 29th of June, it will be the final day. They will present their projects. Feel free to also, if you want to be present in those sessions, please tell us. It will be with great pleasure to receive you in this day to see the students' work. And due to Krakow participation, now we have also more topics. We consider that the students should participate in 4 compulsory topics. It is the circular economics. Now, Egbert is not going to give this topic. It will be Peter Schiphoff of the Hans University, as well as the degrowth economics. Then we have bioeconomy. Sorry, I have this not in a correct place. And we have Dr. Katarzyna giving the topic of sustainable innovation practices. These topics we consider that are abrasion. They are, how can I say, they are important topics for the circular economy, and so we consider that the students must participate in this. Then they have some elective topics they can choose from biotechnology in bioeconomy, sustainable finance. We have the European Union initiatives and directives in circular bioeconomy. We have life cycle analysis. We have bioenergy, quality innovation and data analytics in food business. We have material use of renewable resources. We have biomass in the synthesis of porous polymer materials. We have sustainable chemistry and strategies on encapsulation and valorization of food waste and importance of autochthonous products. So in this year, we have 10 elective topics. These topics are only of 2 hours each, while the compulsory topics are of 4 hours. And the students must choose 4 of these, but if they want to participate in more, they will be valorized in final mark. So what we feel is if we have more partners, it's very, very good, because we can increase the selection of topics, and the students can choose more topics that are more important with more importance to their formation. So also, as Filomena told you, this year we are also thinking of changing a little the project, because last year we gave the students the topic only when they were here in Portugal, and it was about the chestnut chain, how we could valorize the chestnut chain. But this year we think that probably it would be better if we can give to the students already some hypotheses, or if they want, for example, to give an idea of one project they would like to work, that it would be great. And so they can start working in their project much before than coming to Portugal. So please feel free if you want also to participate in our BIP or with future topics or also working in the projects. Please feel free to contact us. It's what I want to share with you.
Okay, thank you very much, Elsa.
Uh-huh.
You had something more? No? Yeah?
No, I don't have anything more, sorry.
No, that's fine, that's fine. I was just thinking that if I were, so I wasn't intervening with that, you still had something more.
No, now we are waiting for the students, for the registration of the students, and then to start our BIP. Okay,
yes. Thank you very much, Elsa. Thank you very much, Filomena. I think it's really great and impressive that you're up and running and you're developing an already ongoing BIP. Your presentation has at least given me quite a few things to think about, and also some questions and some remarks and so on. But perhaps I should open up for other ones participating as well. So please feel free if you have any questions or any suggestions to Filomena or Elsa for in the circular economy. Yeah, Rima, please.
Thank you, Gunnar. I do not have suggestions. I just would like to thank you, Filomena. Thank you, Elsa, for presentation, and even more thank you for your hard work, because you are one of the most advanced in our case, TIG'S, Thematic Interest Groups, and it's really very interesting to see what you have done already. Also you are very broad in your topics. You are really covering so many areas, and it's not easy to structure how to make it, really work. So thank you really a lot what you're doing. And actually it's not like a question, but perhaps you can give us also tips. What do you need from us, from steering committee, from other people? What kind of help you need even to make your work easy and better? Or perhaps you need some kind of already like subgroups. If I see how many things starting and how many good ideas you also proposed. For example, like Europe, Enterprise Europe Network. I think Egbert proposed, because we are coordinator of this network in North Netherlands, and the same I know Krakow University also have a part of the university also coordinating. I think it also could help. So just a tip. But also, if you have any tips for us, what do you need to make it even more efficient from our side, or from university, or from STARS EU as an umbrella? But first of all, thank you very much. So if you, of course, you will meet in Tenerife, and if you come with some ideas, would be very grateful. How to encourage also this interdisciplinary, because as I said, you are yourself already interdisciplinary TIG, but perhaps you even want to connect with your friends in the pool. Actually, I also would like to inform you that we created kind of a common platform for STARS EU, SharePoint, where you can also approach your colleagues and check what they are doing, looking at their folders and documents, and perhaps also learning from that. And this is also could be kind of one of the like easier, make you not working in the like pillars, but like horizontally. So thank you very much for, sorry for my long speech, but we are looking forward to collaborate further.
Okay, thank you, Rima. It was an interesting point. What interesting points what you are saying, and you focus one of let's say something that we like very much is the interdisciplinarity. So it's nice to work with colleagues with different backgrounds. And but sometimes when, for example, we search for the collaboration of the other institutions, we think that maybe there is not how to say I would not say a good connection, but an effective connection, because for sure in the institutions we have colleagues that work in different areas and that can give a contribution to our TIG, and sometimes it is difficult to reach these colleagues if let's say the focal point of each institution does not do a good or a deep work internally. Okay, for example, I think that even here in IPB, we are always discovering new people, new colleagues that can collaborate, and this is very nice and rewarding. Okay, and I don't know because. When we reach one institution by an intermediate person, if he or she does not do an extensive work in their institutions, we will not reach probably very interesting partners or colleagues that we can have with us. I don't know how we can make it more effective.
May I just shortly reflect? I forgot to mention that, but perhaps you heard already that we're establishing STARS EU offices in all institutions with main office in Hansa. So perhaps this could be the person, if you need somebody approached in the institution, it could be this person, because it's kind of coordinator which coordinates all activities of STARS EU, because we have quite a few already structures. So this will be the STARS EU office, and the main office here in Hansa. We have Patricia, who will be yeah, and the same I think you have in your office as well already, and many partners already establishing. So I hope that this will facilitate this how to reach institutions. I can understand it's really difficult, but perhaps this office will be really helpful. Thank you. Thank you, Filomena.
Yes, thank you both. I think Karin, you had been waiting for a while. You had some question or remark, please.
Yes, thank you, Gunnar. My name is Karin Sulman. I'm from the Hansa University, and I'm the TIG leadership of Healthy Aging. So I'm quite surprised being here and hearing all the experiences of this TIG, which is quite interesting for us, because we're also looking for, okay, where do we start and how do we get all the partners involved? And I think Filomena just quite answered my question, actually, because I think I noticed that not all the partners were involved in this TIG about circular economy. And the discussion was already there. How do we get in touch with other interested people from the other partners? So I think Rima already gave me the answer. I also have another question, and it's about the Star Week. I think it was mentioned as one of the activities. Is it already established within the Alliance that the Star Week is a kind of activity every TIG or every partner is organizing? So that's the second question I have.
Yes, I think that this idea of Star Week, it comes from us, and we have a more general meeting, and then it was transposed to the other TIGs. And I think it is a good idea, these Star Weeks, because I think it is really important not to do these Star Weeks in a Zoom meeting, but do it presential, because it is always, how to say, you get more involved and more motivated if you know directly the people that work with you. And also I think that Star Weeks are also important to disseminate our results. to other potential people that are interested, can be from the companies or that can be from other institutions, not our own institutions. And I think that in this way, I think that it's not to replicate what we do here, that we do it very well. Okay, we start, I think that more and more we are, I was not really complaining, but saying that sometimes it's difficult, that we notice about how to reach maybe people that that might be interesting. I think that is maybe some constraint of our own BIP, because we are multidisciplinary. It will be more easy if the BIP is more focused on a topic to reach the right people. So it's not the idea of Star Weeks is not just to replicate what we do here, but to take an advantage also to make the dissemination of our activities to other publics. The way we can organize it, we need to involve the partner institutions, because to have mobility, for sure, the institutions have to allocate some mobility grants, or a certain number of mobility grants for representatives of each institution can go to these Star Weeks.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Filomena. I think Marieke, you had some question as well.
Hi everyone, I'm Marieke from University of Franche-Comté in France, and this is the first time we join this tech. Thank you very, very much for your very clear presentation, which helps us a lot to understand what has been done so far and where you are heading. I am joining this meeting with my colleague Jean-Pascal, who is responsible of a bachelor addressing the circular economy issue. And we were wondering about the BIP, if in the future an enlargement, an extension might be discussed with you regarding waste management. Apparently, French legislation is very progressive on the responsibility of the producers of waste, of products, and thus of waste management. I think it might be an interesting addition to discuss, of course, with you what you think about it. And lastly, maybe just a remark on Enterprise Europe Network. We are not coordinator in our universities, but we have contact with them, and we have discussed recently also their involvement in STARS EU. And I think they would be ready to discuss this issue more in detail with us. And there is also an associated partner on our side, the Regional Development Agency, which is working on the topic of sustainable development and responsibility of companies in this. So in the future, we might also contribute with them on this issue. So in any case, thank you very much, and we are looking forward to the next steps.
So maybe Elsa wants to do some comments.
Yes,
yeah.
Marieke, that is great. That is great. Please feel free to contact us in several steps. For example, if you already want to participate with students in the BIP, please come, and you can also come here with an Erasmus scholarship of your institution. And also we can talk about, for example, a project topic in waste management. I feel that it's an important topic, and probably we will have students interested in developing, for example, a project in that area. and you will be already working with us. And next year, we can include also topics in that area, because I think if we have more topics, it's more interesting for more students, because sometimes the students have different backgrounds. Ones are more for management, others are for food, others probably is for a little for more environment. So please feel free if you feel that it will be worthwhile already to start. We can do in the topics now for this year are almost they are done, but in terms of the project we can work in that, and if you want to come, and or other colleagues, please come for the week that we will have the physical mobility. And for next year we are totally open for new topics. Okay, Maria, that is great.
Okay, and we can also add you if we start the STAR talks. For sure, we can add you, your institution, to contribute on this initiative.
Thank you so much. I just forgot to tell, I'm not a specialist, it's Jean-Pascal.
Okay.
We will, of course, discuss this after the meeting together and get back to you.
Mm-hmm. That is okay, yes, but please feel free to tell him.
Yeah, I take the chance of asking you something as well then, because I don't see anybody who's raising hand. I got the question in the chat. I will direct afterwards, but I was thinking about circular economy. We have at our university we have a center for sustainable development. When we look into both the ecological, the economical, and the societal, social part. When you described the content of the BIP and what you're trying to do, I could see both ecological and societal parts. So I was thinking, how you look upon the boundaries or the content of the TIG? How should it only be in economy, financial, or is it in sustainable development in many parts? And when it comes to that, also the follow-up would be like we have the interconnection with others, like the energy transition, digital parts, and so how to actually go make those interconnections and collaborations and joint collaborations to be more fruitful and developing, perhaps. If you have any thoughts on this.
It's complicated on this stage, but we start with our TIG is like a seed, let's say. We start it in a very small scale with the people that were interested and with their own expertise. Then we see that for this second year we have a huge improvement in terms of topics. Maybe in future we can think about splitting the BIP and organizing more specific BIPs. This is one thing that we have in our minds, because we see that, for example, in the area of materials, we have a lot and different institutions that have a very strong expertise on this area, and for sure in IPB we have more colleagues that also can contribute in this area. And so I think that everything is dynamic. So we start with this like a seed, and we will see where we go, and then we have to shape this concept and to continue to make it attractive and effective. The other point about the interconnection with other colleagues, I think that we have to think about that, because as I told in the first in the beginning of this idea of the STARS EU, we started to be called sustainability TIG, and then we already let's say split it in several areas. One was the energy, that was more or less with their own TIG, because it is a very wide topic. And because of that, we think that if in the beginning we were thinking about this complete idea that now is split in several parts, for sure we have to develop initiatives to get together and to see what we can do together, and to make a network between these BIPs that have intrinsic interconnection. I don't know if Elsa wants.
Yes, it
or,
is.
We have here also Katarzyna, that is from our, our team, so please feel free also to.
Yes, it is what you have said, Filomena. Sometimes it's very difficult to establish the beginning and the end of our BIP, because many topics can be included here. And I think we feel that probably we can have topics that are common for other BIPs, and we can start working, for example, together. One topic can be probably ministered in more than one BIP, or as Filomena said, splitting the BIP. Probably it will be the future if we have a lot of topics, and probably if we don't have so many students that we can put students in all of those topics. I think it's a good idea to split and create more specific BIPs. But I think in the future we can also work together, because there are other BIPs that other TIG'S that we have been listening, that it's very difficult to establish the boundaries, you know. So why we cannot work together, for example, in some topics, and be common to one or more topic, or one or more BIPs. It's also my idea and my suggestions.
Okay, and I think that also this is like a laboratory, experimental laboratory, to see what we can do in a different level. So these are BIPs. We are getting experience to work together, and then we can proceed to a master, because I think it's a common master, because I think it's something that we need to have some mature ideas about what we can do. And without, let's say, this experience of being together and see how we work and what are the main important topics, or what are our main strengths, we can, if we look at that, and if we analyze that deeper, we can recognize in which topics we are stronger, and go to the other level, to the masters and to the PhD actions. And of course, in the masters, for example, I think that we needed to analyze the legislation of each country and see how we can do these co-joint degrees. I don't know, but in this, Luis has much more experience than us, and for sure he can help us if we reach this stage. Okay, so it's like doing step by step, I think, is the best idea, and to create let's say trust on the other groups. And when we go to something, we go with the confidence that we are going to do a good job and differentiate something different that does not exist. And because I think that we should care also about that, not just replicating things, but adding value to the things. And I think that these discussions and this work that we are doing so far, it serves as the basis to do this path. I hope in the future to be able to do that. I have here in chat a question about it was Natalia. yes, that ask about this question of masters. So I think this for sure to do that we need institutional support. For masters we can I think plan something a common degree or a co-joint degree. In PhD students maybe it could be easy to do because we can if we find some partners or some colleagues to which you would like to work, you can, for example, in our system, we can do that. For example, I can propose a PhD thesis where I can involve someone from another institution and get financing from if it is a good enough proposal to get and the good enough students, let's say, to get financing for a grant. And the student can be registered in one institution or another institution. So this, if we do it like bilateral cooperations between supervisors, I think that this would be easier to implement.
Thank you very much, Filomena. There's as you said, there's a lot of possibilities here. There's a lot of opportunities, and we only need to decide upon which steps to take in which order, how to proceed in the best possible way together for the development here. Okay, are there any other? Now I see Luis wanted to come in, please.
Hello, good afternoon. Just two comments about what have been said. One is about the proposal of the Star Week. I feel very interested, and I feel that we should look at it as a mix of the traditional Erasmus International Weeks that we all organize, and the novelty of doing it within the TIG'S. Okay, so I think it will be nice to have opportunities for people to know each other face to face, and we can use the typical scheme of an international week that serves to know the city, the institution, the colleagues, and so on. At the same time to do it not in a broad international week, but focus in a specific topic, even knowing that TIG'S are not so specific and they can be broad. Okay, but I think it would be nice to use that opportunity, because of course we can again use the Erasmus budget to support that. I think that it will be nice, also important for us, that we open it to external partners outside Alliance. Okay, so for example, considering the TIG in circular economy, for sure that there are other partners outside the Alliance that the topic interests us. So I think we gain in the impact inside of what we are doing in the Alliance to the other European partners. I think in that week we can include, let's say, traditional things like seminars for the students and teachers and researchers on the different topics. But I think it will be also important to include some kind of workshops where our colleagues could start thinking about applying for joint research projects, because we know that it's not easy to decide, let's go and do a research project together. It takes time, it takes confidence of the partners, it takes to understand what are the similarities and the complementarities between the partners, and to decide upon the best funding opportunities to go forward. Okay, so I think a face-to-face meeting would be also interesting. So saying that, we propose CUT to organize it. We have already the yes from Vice Rector Darek. And I'm sure that we have also the motivation of Katarzyna that is with us. So let's try to do it still in this semester, or if not possible, just in the next semester. But I think it could be better on the second semester because the weather is warm in Poland then.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So thank you, thank you, Luis.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. Yes, in fact, I spoke with Vice President. He want to also organize, but first we need to fix, we need to have the support from our university, from our Erasmus office. To be honest, it's not so easy, but since we finally have, the decision, we inform you as soon as possible. So I think all details about the possibility of the organization, this Erasmus week, we can discuss during this meeting in the Tenerife. But we are consider this, yeah.
Okay, perfect. And the second mark is about the question of Natalia Galan, I think is from the University West that we already talked about. So if it is expected or if it is a good idea to start offering joint master and PhD programs inside the Alliance, the answer, of course, is a big yes, okay? We know that it's not easy to start offering those kind of programs because, of course, we have a big trade-off between start having additional teaching workload, and we know that in our institution, this is a decision that we must take with after thinking very well about it. But on the other side, I think we have here, particularly related to the topics that are being explored at the TIG'S, very nice opportunities. For example, for a joint master program, I think those topics that in fact are societal challenges and sustainable development goals, I think would be very nice and a very nice opportunities for start offering more ambitious joint programs, like not only a BIP, but a full master or a full PhD. In what concerns the master, we will have the opportunity for the Erasmus Mundus funding. In fact, we already have one running because it was easy, because it was part of one of our master programs. But I think these topics will be also important. And don't forget that we are a European alliance, so it is supposed to start offering things together. Of course, it will take time, but I think the TIG'S are the best opportunity to, or the best place to achieve that, because I think these kind of programs must be built upon the best expertises in the different partners, joining common and complementary competencies. And of course, I really like the idea to with time to start considering that, and in each institution start that decision that it will be good for us to have joint programs.
Thank you very much, Luis. That's almost nothing to add. You put it very good to summarize the content. There's a lot of opportunities, possibilities, many of them put forward by the circular economy TIG here. I'm most impressed by the development already made through the TIG on the contacts and then the ongoing BIP, the development. Not least that there's so many new possibilities on the forthcoming BIP, so could be developed into new BIPs or several, or as we were discussing on perhaps joint degrees as well. So there's so much possibilities, and we will look into the collaborations and connections both internally and at our universities between the TIG'S and the different universities. So I would like to thank you, Filomena and Elsa, for your excellent presentation, an interesting talk, and to all of you other participants to attending the seminar today. I've enjoyed this discussion very much, and hope you had too. And I think and hope I'll meet almost all of you in Tenerife in a short while. And then after Tenerife, we will continue the seminar as well, but we'll meet in person in Tenerife in the next time. So thank you very much, everybody. Really nice talk. Very, very good that we had this seminar. And have a nice afternoon, regardless of where you are. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Bye-bye.
your participation. Thank you.
Okay.
Dziękujemy
Bye.
bardzo.